Hello everyone and welcome to my 5th review. Today we'll be reviewing It Is What It Is by Thundercat. Hearing that there was a new Thundercat project made me very excited but confused. Like, how will he try to change from what he's done in the past to make this interesting? I became even more confused from the singles like King of the Hill, Black Qualls, Dragonball Durag, Fair Chance, and Innerstellar Love. All songs were so different, which told me that he did change up his style a bit. I became confused how cohesive this would sound throughout the album. Now I know I shouldn't have worried because this album is awesome. Let's get into this. Lost in Space / Great Scott / 2226 is a very calming intro. It seems like he's talking about how he feels lost in life, now asking for help. Maybe because of losing Mac Miller, which this album is dedicated to, by the way. It also seems like he's accepting death, saying, "Is it time to go and start the show?" Maybe seeming like he just wants to get it over with. I'm probably looking too far into this, but I hope I'm right. The production by Flying Lotus, who helped produce the entire album, is very enchanting and makes it seem like you are out in space, but that's mostly it with this great intro. Interstellar Love transitions so well from Lost in Space to this. Was very again spacey sounding instrumental with great rapid drums. His singing on this song is very great. I should have said that there's going to be a lot of great bass, and this song is a great example. Then around the middle comes in with this saxophone, which I knew right away was Kamasi Washington, and I love he included him on songs from this album. He had so much, which made this song one of my favorites. I Love Louis Cole is I guess a tribute to Louis Cole, who is also featured on the song, with great strings by Miguel Atwood Ferguson, I assume. It made it seem like it would be a very calm song, but then all of a sudden comes in with these super pounding and fast drums. His singing alongside Lewis's singing fits so well. Actually, when it gets to Lewis's part, I like how it slows down with more great strings and goes right back into the rapidness of the drums and bass. Then after that has them humming. I think, with a great bass line. Then it ends with more calming strings and transitions straight to Black Qualls. Black Qualls is one of the biggest song collaboration-wise with Steve Lacy, Steve Arrington, and Childish Gambino. It was also a really diverse single, but the single didn't have Childish Gambino, which I had a better experience listening to it on the album for the first time. With a great bass line and drums, having everyone singing together, taking turns, like with him and Steve Lacy going back and forth, then leaving Steve Arrington with those little sections where it kind of slows down with Thundercat singing in the background. Then the one who probably provides the most besides Thundercat was Childish Gambino with his own separate verse. His singing on the song fits so well, reminds me a lot of what Marvin Gaye sounds like. It's pretty short but adds a lot, which makes this one of my favorites on the album, with just how much you get from it. Miguel's Happy Dance is probably my least favorite song on the album. The vocals on this song sound pretty quiet and awkward. It does have a great bass line as usual. The song is very groovy and fast paced. Actually, the instrumental I like. I just don't care for Thundercat on this song. I would have been fine of this being instrumental on Flying Lotus' last album, but this song isn't that good. Around the end it starts to get a little better, but it's not for me. House Sway has immensely fast bass and pretty basic drums. Thundercat doesn't really provide to this song besides the bass and some ad-libs or whatever. It's more so of an interlude. I'm fine without it. Funny thing is immensely groovy with like some warpy sounding bass, I think. Thundercat singing is pretty good and the lyrics are fine. It's not that interesting outside of that. It's not bad, but I think it could have been shorter. Overseas is just another interlude with one of my favorite instrumentals on the album, and I wish it was used more. I really do like Thundercat on this song. It's just very relaxing. My biggest problems with this song though is how short it is, and Zack Fox. He's fine, but it gets extremely unfunny after a while. He's fine being there, but tiring. A great song, I guess. Dragonball Durag is just another great song in my opinion. Thundercat singing this song is some of the best on the album, but his lyrics are boring after a while. Very repetitive. Love the instrumental with Kamasi Washington playing sax here and there. The lyrics are great, but it gets boring. Reminds me a lot of Friend Zone from his last album, Drunk. I prefer that song more anyway, so I'll just listen to that most of the time. But the remix with Smino and Guap 4000 made me like this song a little more. How I Feel is a very relaxing song with great singing from Thundercat, great bass, great little xylophone I think, and great chords in the background, in the middle of the song. I would like more from Thundercat and for this to be longer, but probably my favorite song of the little interludes. Gain the Hill was an old song release that made it onto this album somehow. I'm not mad about it though. Alongside production from Thundercat and Flying Lotus like usual, Bad Bad Not Good helps with production as well. Starts off with a beautiful intro with great strings and comes in with some of the best drums on this album. I love Thundercat on this song, I think, talking about the downsides of fame and what it does to people, or what people do to try and become famous and get money. I like his lyrics on the song a lot, and how he makes it so he's talking about King on the Hill, trying to get money any way he can, even if it hurts him. I immensely love this song, also one of the best instrumentals on the album. Unrequited Love is seriously one of my favorite songs this year. I know I say this a lot about the album, but this song seriously has the best instrumental on the album. It starts off with a great fast bass, then comes in with very slow and chill drums, very lo-fi sounding. Thundercat singing on this song is so incredible and fits so well. Just seems like a love song, but I'm probably wrong. Maybe he's talking about how he misses Mac Miller. And the strings on this song by, I'm assuming, Miguel Ferguson again is incredible. I would love to maybe hear Kamasi Washington play sax on this song, but I understand why it wouldn't fit. This song is just so beautiful that I would love to hear some smooth but powerful sax on this, but top 3 on this album. Fair Chance is one of the saddest songs on this album, just talking about what I assume is missing Mac Miller and talking about what he's done to them and everyone else. Thundercat is just on the chorus, which is incredible. It leaves the verses to Dolla and Lil B. Dolla does what he usually does with incredible singing and lyrics, and surprisingly Lil B is doing a combination of singing and rapping, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I really do. Just so calming and attention grabbing. One of the best songs. Existential Dread is just an interlude leading to the final song. It's short and has the worst drums in my opinion on this album. Sounds like FL Studio stock drums. Whatever, alright, intro to the outro. It Is What It Is the outro to the album, probably my favorite song just because of how personal it is and how great the instrumental is, with incredible singing and lyrics from Thundercat and the great guitar from Pedro Martins, I assume. This has to be one of the saddest songs of the year, and I think he shows it off incredibly well. The intro was incredible, but then we go into a beat switch, I guess, with more incredible guitar, bass, and powerful fast drums. The melody on the bass is so incredible to me. Then after all that, it just sounds for a couple seconds, but I actually love. It just gives you time to think and enjoy what you just listened to. But an incredible outro. And all I really have to say left is Thundercat's best album, and one of the best albums of the year. Proud of you for that Grammy nomination, by the way. 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching.